Yeah.
Excuse me. What are you doing?
I'm ready for you, baby.
Alright, ready?
Ready.
Alright, clapping. 1, 2, 3, clap, clap, clap.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brian's World, an unpredictable ADHD-filled podcast that brings you inside my marijuana-filled brain. I'm Brian Bowden. With me is Frank Gazzero,
Hello.
Corey G,
Hey.
and we are hot. When I say we, Corey and me, are hot off of the weekend at the Connection.
Yes.
And I just want to say thank you to everybody that came out. I said it was going to be a hoot and a ham basket. And it was. It was a hoot and a ham basket. But I appreciate the support. It was fun. Carolyn, our sweet old Carolyn, hosted.
I didn't call her old, for the record. Wasn't me.
And it was wonderful.
Yes. Yes. She had candy.
She did.
She had hard candy.
She brought hard candy. Well,
like, not even queued up to say, hey, Carolyn, you should bring hard candy. She just straight
she
up
just
was
brought
like,
those old ass root beer barrels. We love Carolyn. She did a phenomenal job.
Yes.
Before we go any further, she did a fucking fantastic job. Even Dave said it.
Yes.
Even the owner Dave said it.
yeah, it's not to her though.
Not to her.
No.
He'll never say
No.
it to her.
No.
But he said it to me. He told her, maybe you'll do better next time.
Good old Dave.
Good old Dave. Not only did Carol bring hard candy, but she also brought a long cake. She brought a long cake.
Yes.
Like a physically long
A
cake?
physically long pound cake, marble pound cake.
Pound cake, yeah.
Okay.
Saturday.
We ate that. That was delicious.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
And on Friday night, it was her first time hosting the Connection. You know, and I try to tell him, like, Carolyn, these headliners, they're younger than me coming in here. Like, I'm too old to fucking be on these shows.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I go, it's got to be the right thing. And I figured my weekend was the right fucking thing. And to celebrate, we got Carolyn a basket. And I presented her on stage at the end of the first show. We gave her a basket filled with all old people stuff.
That's fucking beautiful.
We gave her a bird feeder with some soot. Because I googled soot.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah.
The brick that goes in the cage that the birds eat.
Okay.
She got that shit. Because I googled, what do old people like? Throw blankets. We got a throw
They
blanket.
love those, yeah.
We got her a sewing kit that had the cookies in it. You know the sewing kit?
No.
The tin.
The tin sewing kit?
I mean, yeah, I've seen those.
No. The
Frank.
round tin sewing kit with all the cookie pictures on it.
Frank, he's talking high again?
No, man.
Okay, so
Explain the sewing kit.
Alright, so you know the blue tin that the cookies come in?
Yeah.
Like
the
that
cookies aren't that great?
Yeah, that your grandma then turns into a sewing kit years later when she throws the cookies out.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
We got her the tin. I mean, it has the cookies in it, but you can throw those out.
I'm with you.
You have
The
sewing kit.
soon-to-be sewing kit.
And we got her a crossword puzzle book.
And she said to me, "Oh, I love
She goes, I
crossword
love
puzzles."
these. I said, I knew you would, because it's words. It's words. She doesn't like a word search.
No, I knew she would too, because she's old.
Well, that's part of it.
Yeah.
You know, I googled what do old people like, and they said suet and blankets and fucking. We gave Werther's Originals,
Which she doesn't like.
And you know, when I was looking at the fucking array of Werther's, because there are a lot now.
Are there?
I didn't realize that
I
until
thought
we were
there
in
was
the
just
green
like
room.
the-
Oh, it's unbelievable. There's an
The yellow
unbelievable
one. No.
array of Werther's. They got the Werther's Original. There's Werther's Original with chocolate. There's chewy Werther's. There's fucking Werther's with fucking blue chew in them. That get your dick hot.
Really?
They have those.
Well, that's pretty cool.
I got Corey that pack.
Yeah,
Because
for the weekend.
Carolyn
Yeah.
didn't need to get
They
hard.
work. Yeah, they work great. Yeah.
But yeah, so I went with the original based on, comedic factor.
Sure.
You know, because you got to get the original. But yeah, I wanted to get her the chewy, and I should have, and I regret it.
Yeah, so she didn't like
Speaking
those.
of owners, we have Corey Brailsford from the Comedy
Look at
Connection.
him.
That's a hell of a
calling right
picture you
now.
got there.
Yep, he chose this picture. That let's tell him we're recording the podcast.
Okay.
Hi, Corey. We're on air recording the podcast.
Oh, hey, well, I can't say what I was gonna say then.
Shit!
Beautiful.
That's fantastic. But we were just talking about the weekend and how appreciative we are of.
Why can't we hear the news?
Corey
What if
and
we
Dave.
play a breaking news
Dun,
thing?
dun, 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 dun.
Don't say who it was, please, but this fucking asshole.
Oh God! Stop! Hold on! Stop talking! Oh, stop talking! All right. Hold! Stop talking! Hold on! Hit! All right. Hit.
Pause.
Pause.
Pause. All right.
Okay, we're paused.
This fucking asshole decides that she no longer wants to host, just Katie.
Okay.
So,
Oh, done and done.
tell Peter, that she's sorry, like, on her behalf or whatever, tell Peter sorry. I'm like, yeah, because that matters. I literally replied to the email and just wrote, sure.
Yeah, fuck that. And Peter fucking wins. He's got the weekend off, and now he gets rebooked somewhere else.
So, tell
Yeah.
them I'm sorry, and it was literally just the second now they just told me.
Will do. All
All
right.
right, have fun.
You
sorry.
two have a
See
good
you,
one.
Corey.
Bye.
Corey,
Bye.
Bye.
So what happened?
who's she talking
All
about?
right, hit pause.
It's paused.
All right, you can hit unpause.
Oh, I want to hear.
I will. I can explain it.
Oh, okay.
On the.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so the situation.
Do we have breaking news?
No, it's not breaking news. Just as talent coordinator of the
Yeah.
Comedy Connection,
Yes.
sometimes you have to make last minute adjustments.
Mhm.
You know, so we'll give a big, for instance. I'm not saying this happened, okay? I'm not saying that when Corey said this asshole, that I'm referring to a comic that did this specific thing.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
This is just a
This
general.
is just a general example. This 100% did not happen.
Right. Got it. Let's hear it.
So, the comedian, let's say a comedian's coming to the club and they say, "Oh, hey club, can you book a host and a feature for the weekend?" And but then they say, "We want to see clips, so can you get clips of everybody and send us clips so we can watch clips?" And then you collect all these clips. You collect about 30 fucking clips,
Yeah.
right? And you send it out, and then they pick 2 names, and then you tell those 2 people they have a job. Hey, you're gonna work this weekend. But then, let's say after you tell them that, the comedian that picked the 2 people then get a hold of the club and say, "Hey, I only want 1 person now. I don't need the other one."
Oh, that would suck.
That
does suck,
yeah, so
yeah.
that sucks. So I'm not saying that's exactly what happened right now.
But it could happen.
That could happen.
Or it's happened in the
that
past.
could
at
have
least.
100%
Yeah.
happened right now.
Okay. Well, I don't know about.
I
right
don't know
now,
about that.
But you're saying it has happened.
It
in
has.
The
It has happened in the past about 10 minutes ago.
past. in the past
somewhere in the world.
10 minutes. It's
Yeah.
happened in the past.
So
10 minutes.
So that's what happened.
There we go. Okay. Wow.
So now, as talent coordinator of the club, I have to tell the person if this was a real thing.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to do the thing, and the thing happened, and now we
Yeah,
gotta
you're
do
not
another
working
thing.
such and such weekend.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Good thing that wasn't what just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the weekend we did was great.
The
You
weekend
know,
we
I
did was
didn't book Carol and bump her off the
We
show.
didn't bump anybody. No. There was no guest spots, which I was a little surprised of.
No guest spots. I made a rule a little while ago.
Okay.
All right. So this is whenever I headline the Connection, ever since my first weekend at the Connection, which is in I think November 22nd, 2014. I've always tried to have somebody that has never worked a weekend do the weekend. So like if you go back and see who's hosted my show, it more often than not there's like somebody on there that has never worked a weekend before.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there was one year I did it. I called it Skidapalooza, and instead of having a host and a feature, I had 3 different comics do 10 minutes on the 3 different shows that I was headlining. And then the hardcore show was just like me, Ray, Mike Hanley, Derek Furtado. It was just, it was a good time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so I always liked this. And Carolyn. It was Carolyn's first weekend.
Yep.
Last year was Grady and Cody.
So that's why you don't want to have a guest spot, because you don't want to cut the host time because it's a new spot for them. Is that your thinking?
And I always, like, I book enough fucking spots.
Right.
You know, if I give one spot to somebody,
yeah.
why are they getting the guest spot over somebody else?
Yeah. You have so many people that would be vying for it.
Exactly. And so it's like, if I give, when I give one guest spot, it's like that opens up the floodgates.
Yes.
So,
I get you.
So sorry, everybody. There's plenty of shows I'll book you on.
Yes.
You know.
Right. But not a guest spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Not,
Yeah, it was
not
interesting.
on my
Guest
weekend.
spots can be weird anyway, like it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know.
Yeah. It was a good weekend. Good turnouts for all 4 shows. Yeah, it was a good
It
time.
was great. The Bonishi babes showed up. Many Bonishi belongs to the Bonishis. If anybody wants to join the Bonishi, it's the cult that we started over on the Patreon. It's the Bonishi cult. You can go to thebriansworld.com. There's a link for the Patreon. And just sign up, and you're part of the Bonishi. And one of the Bonishi, Lori, came up after the show and presented me with a present.
That's sweet.
And I said, Lori, I'm going to open this live on air. I go, I don't want to be rude, because usually when somebody gives you a present,
You open
you got to open it.
Yeah.
Right? Even if it's a card, then you got to read the whole card and everything. So I said,
the whole card.
the whole card.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's rude to just read part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to read. It's like, you know, happy birthday on this day, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, 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 and cake. All right. So I said, I don't want to be rude. Maybe Bonishi belongs to you. I will open this on air. And so now the unveiling of
The gift.
the gift, the unwrapping ceremony. This is a book. This is a book of, look at this, the Cult
Oh
Leader
my God.
Manual.
Oh my
And
God.
you
How
go post
fitting.
it. Every cult leader needs a place to write notes for their future biography. And it's a notebook.
Oh, that is a cult. That's
A
funny
cult
that you just
leader.
said that.
Somebody's rubbing on something. There's like, it sounds like there's wind going through a microphone. It's like a rubbing sound.
Could it be the bag that was rustling
No,
around?
it's been going on for like a little bit. I thought it was somebody's foot or something rubbing on a wire maybe, but I don't think that's what it is. Everybody just be still for a sec. Yeah, it's just staticky and poppy. What did we do last
All right,
time?
let's finish this, and then we'll do that. Let's just finish opening.
Okay, all
this.
right.
All right.
Oh, there's more in there too.
There's
besides
more
just
in
the,
here.
Cult leader. That's funny. She gave you
There's
a
an
cult leader
then
manual.
we have envelopes and an envelope in a bag.
I think that's for you to send bumper stickers with.
I will use this. It won't fit.
I think she's trying to give you a hint.
All right, this says Brian, and then in here there's a unicorn duck.
A unicorn duck.
A unicorn duck.
Oh, that's like the thing people put on their Jeeps.
All right.
Yeah, on their dashboard. That's like a thing with Jeep people.
There's a pen, and it looks like there's something written with the pen. Oh, it's the price. Okay, it's a glittery pen.
Oh.
That says Bonishi on it.
No,
It
sir.
says Bonishi.
Wow, that is
Look at that.
cool.
This says Brian's World Talent. We'll open this. This has Post-its attached.
With a lot of
Those
words.
Post-it.
Are you gonna be all right?
The
with
pen
me?
slightly changes color in the sun. Hooray for the Bonishi. I'm waiting for the replacement pens because some arrived defective. So Frank and Corey G, you will each get one too.
Look
Oh,
at
You
that.
guys will each get your
That's so
Bonishi
sweet.
pens.
Oh my God! Is my name on that thing? Flip that over.
That's really sweet.
What? Where?
Flip that over.
What am I flipping over?
Oh, complete gratitude.
It says
Oh,
complete gratitude.
I saw CG.
Brian's World Podcast Talent. Brian, Frank, Corey G, you all make my week better, and if I don't say that enough, I'm saying it now.
Wow.
Mahalo.
Oh, that is
That's
very
very
sweet.
sweet. That's really nice.
That is
That
very
is-
nice.
yeah.
Now
Thank
I'll
you.
open up my card. which also has complete gratitude, and another different color posted.
Yeah.
This one more important than the others.
Yep. Color coded.
Enjoy this notebook as you lead the Bonishi. Brian, thank you for being your amazing self. I'm thinking you're as funny as you think you are, unlike some comics. I don't know what that means. But I'm thinking you're as funny as you think you are, unlike some comics.
So some comics don't think you're as funny as you think you are?
I don't know, maybe.
No,
This questioned my whole fucking thing right now, my whole life.
Yeah, that was kind of...
I feel like she's trying to say, and she will tell us,
That was like an
Yes.
arrow shot into your psyche.
it was.
That-
This is a
yeah.
psyche arrow.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you're as funny as you think
You are.
you are.
Period.
Unlike some comics.
Unlike
Yeah.
some comics
Yes.
who think they're very funny
Oh,
and are
Yes,
Yeah,
all
yes.
right. There we go.
Yes.
Thank you. And thank you. Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
very
Lori.
nice.
That's very sweet.
Thank you, everybody that came out.
not. Yes.
It was
Can I just
a
say
good
one
time.
more thing about the weekend?
sure.
There was a point during the break in between shows where I thought to myself, and I may have actually said it out loud, like, is it possible just not to do the second show? Because we were having so much fun in the green room.
We did have a good green room thing. I was gonna say that.
With Dave, it was awesome.
Yeah. All right. Now we can fix the fucking thing.
Alright, and it's this.
The wire.
It's the same wire as the last time.
Need a new wire, maybe?
I need to swap out the wire. We have another one in here?
Oh yeah.
There we go. Buckle up.
Thing I didn't know which.
Or we'll try this one.
Maybe the pens weren't defective. She didn't take the bubble off.
That would be hilarious if that was what it was. Not any better?
No, it's doing that flickery, clickety, clickety, click thing, you know?
No, don't take those out. But that,
I'm just trying to, because last time, remember it was doing something weird and then we did that and it was suddenly better? Like a month ago, remember? Yeah, I know. It's definitely this. Is there any other wires that we could try? The little one did not work.
all the wires are in that bag or in that bin over there with fucking everything on it. Frank, unplug that USB and plug it into the wall.
Okay. This whole thing, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna reach.
No, we can do this.
I think if it was that, it would be, I don't know. I would think that would be more. Can I undo this?
Yeah, just unplug that.
There we go. Where's the thing? It's still doing it. It just sounds like, imagine somebody rubbing this, just going like this. Like that's what it sounds like. words. I'm gonna open this. Alright, I'm opening.
The fuck? How else you gonna use the wire?
Well, I didn't know if there was a different one in there that you wanted
I'm
me to
saving it.
grab.
I'm waiting to see if it goes up in value.
I don't
So I
know,
can
man.
sell it on the internet.
I thought there might have been a different one. I thought you had more than
Oh,
this.
can I open? Save the twist size.
I will say the fucking
Thank
first
you.
guys.
I'll throw the bag away. No, yeah, you can just put that back into the fucking what have you. So I like to find a creative way to go from window to window diagonally, and that's our space.
What do you mean by find a way?
Like I brought up some dumb pictures, fucking start hanging them up, fucking start covering this shit up little by little.
I was gonna say, why don't we just put sheetrock up?
Or just hang a curtain, you know? You
I
can
found a fucking thing, but
just tack a sheet to
but
it.
yeah, make it fucking more fun. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 pieces there, 2 pieces here. That's probably 8 feet. There's 4 pieces of sheetrock.
Are you texting a girl?
Ooh.
Hold on one second. Yeah.
Ooh.
Still doing it.
Alright, well, while you figure that out.
No way.
Huh?
Is that what it was?
No.
Yeah, why don't you change the mic?
You can try that.
Why do we think it's yours? You don't think it could be one of us with the wire or something?
Well, when I unplugged it, it just stopped.
Oh, okay.
You know. That seems a little better. That seems fine now. Okay, must be this, I guess. Probably not gonna use that. All right. 1, 2, 3. I'll just hold this in still. All right, this should be good. We good?
Bonishi belongs to the Bonishis.
Such CG.
Ryan's World Podcast Talent.
Like a narrow shot.
Oh, you can't hear it.
World Podcast Talent. Brian, Frank, Corey G. You all make my.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, it
Well,
was
good.
a good weekend.
Hold
Good turnouts for all 4 shows.
It was great. The Bonishi babes showed up. Many Bonishi belongs to the Bonishis. If anybody wants to join the Bonishi, it's the cult
Yeah, it's
that we
there.
started over
Yeah.
on Patreon.
I can't hear it.
It's the Bonishi cult.
Yes,
You know.
right, but not a guest spot.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Not,
Yeah, it was.
not on my weekend.
That spot's gonna be weird anyway. Like it.
Yeah, it was a good weekend. Good turnouts for all 4 shows.
I don't hear it.
I don't hear it now, though.
It was great.
Hold on,
The
hold on.
Bonishi babes showed up. Many Bonishi belongs to the Bonishis.
Yeah.
If anybody
That
wants
pop?
to join
Yeah.
the Bonishi, it's
In the background, that, like,
started
just
over on
runs.
Yes.
Patreon.
Gotcha.
The Bonishi cult. You can go to thebriansworld.com. There's a link for the Patreon. And
Yeah.
just sign up.
Yeah, that's why when you said it's like popping, I knew exactly what it was, and that we could just finish that thing. That way we can fucking make the next piece kind of make sense. Alright, and that was 14 minutes. So whatever we do, add 14 to it, we're running out of space on the fucking camera. Hopefully nothing good happens.
Well, we got yours.
Yeah, that's right. Dave in the green room is where we left off.
Alright. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Alright. Good.
All right, go.
Alright, yes, the green room hang.
Oh my
It was a great time.
Dave says some of the funniest shit in the green room.
He is very funny.
I will
Before
say
shows, during middle show. I mean, all the time.
Dave, the owner Dave of the Connection. Like I tell people say, who's your favorite comedian? I say Dave, owner Comedy Connection. He's the funniest person that I know.
Yeah,
Like, he's just hysterical.
yeah. He has no filter, which as long as you like understand that, and you just take it at face value,
Yeah.
it's fucking unbelievable.
And he doesn't try. Like, he's
No.
not in there doing bits or trying to make people
Yeah,
laugh.
he's not
Yeah.
trying to be funny.
There many people think he hates them because he's very brash. And there's a lot of people that he hates.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily just because he's brash. Some of them he actually hates.
Yeah, but it was a great weekend, and it was fun.
Yeah,
It was fun.
good time.
It was fun. And the next, so thank you to Korean Dave. Ooh, we almost came out.
All right, let's move along before he shows up.
Thank you to Korean Dave. You're welcome.
God damn it!
I think it wasn't like a whole thing. It wants to come out like that. And my next big show will be June 12th at Comics Mohegan Sun. You can go to comicsroadhouse.com. June 12th. It's a Thursday, and it'll be fun. That'll be just as fun, just as much fun.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe even more fun.
Why more fun?
More fun?
I feel like comics will let me have a goat.
They're definitely not gonna let you have a
They
goat.
definitely won't let you have a goat.
And not necessarily comics, Mohegan Sun.
Well, the Native Americans used to thrive off of
Yeah, I get that.
goat-like creatures.
Yeah, I get that.
Around here, goats?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Big goat farmers?
The Mohegans, they were known for it.
Okay.
Have you ever been to the museum?
No.
Where they talked about their goat herding?
No, but I don't think you have either.
Well, you don't know Jack. Because I have been.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They had goats
Every
in the woods.
Native American museum is sad. It starts out where they thrived on the land.
Yeah, they're not.
They owned the
yeah.
fucking land. They became one with the land. And then as you go through the museum, it just gets sad. And it's like, these are the trailers that they moved into when the white man kicked them out of the houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Anything about a people group that may or may not really exist anymore is going to be a bummer.
Yes.
At the end. Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
the Mohegans.
I thought there was only one left. The one guy.
No,
it was
no,
Daniel
it's-
Day-Lewis. Daniel Gay-Lewis.
Gay, yeah.
I am the last Mohegan.
If it was a musical, I'm the only one left.
He wasn't even Indian. If they tried to make that movie today, they would fucking flip out.
Yeah, people would be bent out of shape about that. For
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
Just like Tom Cruise in The Last Samurai. Ain't nothing Asian about that guy. How the fuck is he the...
But I think that's about an American.
Oh my
who goes
god,
to
at
Japan.
one of the shows I was doing
He's not supposed to be Japanese.
Oh, well, he's the last samurai. If he's the last one, then the last one already left. I don't know what you're talking about.
I guess.
at the show, I asked this African American lady who her favorite Disney princess was, and she says, "Who do you think it is?" And I said, "Ooh, that's a tough one." I'm like, Disney went so woke. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, it could be so many.
Yep.
I'm like, my heart wants to go to a black one, like the New Mermaid or the Tiana, right? I go, but I still feel like you're still an old soul at heart. And I go, and then she goes, "It's Mulan," and I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Didn't see that
Didn't
one coming.
see that one coming. Didn't think it'd be Mulan, but it was Mulan.
Is that the Asian one?
Yes, that is the Asian one. And Corey,
Alright.
I also want to thank you for being a part of the weekend. It was a lot of. I like working with you.
Oh,
I
it's
even
always
wrote. I
fun.
was going to write a big sappy thing. For 15 years, you have been a great partner and a great friend.
No need.
Together, we've done dive bars. We've done Ramada Inns.
Ramada's.
We've done every VFW and Elks Lodges, New England. We've been to Maine and back again a few times.
A few times.
And
yeah.
That's where I ended
Yeah,
that.
that's very nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was fun. I had a good time. I'm always willing to work with you. You know that. It's just, we've talked about this in the past. Once you get to a point where you're headlining, you don't get to work with your friends as much anymore. So any
Yeah.
opportunity that you can do that, like when we did Louis' thing, we got to see Doug and all that stuff. It's always great. So I
great.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Speaking of Louis' thing, didn't you go to his pasta extravaganza? Or
Oh,
something?
Louis had a big fucking Italian fucking fiesta.
Oh, let's get into this. What did I
Hell
miss?
It was at the Toasty and the Tap. Toast and Tap.
I don't know what that is.
It's
but
called
okay.
Toast and Tap.
Toast and Tap.
You
All
can tap toast there.
I liked Toasty and the Tap better.
Toasty
Which is
and
what
the
you
Tap.
first said, yeah.
Toasty in the Tap sounds
That's like a morning radio.
It sounds
show.
like a
Yeah.
buddy cop movie, but they tap dance everywhere. Toasty in the Tap.
Yeah.
One guy's high, one guy tap dance.
Yeah, they were
And
three
they
the
solve
tap dancer,
crime.
and they were like, only you can catch this bad guy. He's also a tapper. Yeah.
Anyway, so at the Toasted Tap, they had Italian buffet, raffles. It was like a comedy show. It was like a comedy benefit, but without the comedy. They just had a
That's
buffet
always
and
good,
raffles.
yeah.
It was great. It was a good time.
Good food?
The food, dude. I gotta tell you this, man. The chicken parmesan was phenomenal.
Would you have paid $55 for it?
Oh, that's the $55 question right there.
$55.
Only if it came with a comedy show, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. I put all the tickets in the golf raffle stuff.
Did you win?
I didn't win jack shit.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I was sad. I was sad too. I wanted to win the golf. I'm like, finally a raffle I can participate in, and man, that would have been great.
Good turnout for Louis. Did he have a good
It
amount?
was good. A lot of the
Yeah.
same people that were at the show were at
Okay.
that.
No, that
So they
sounds
all
fun.
came
man.
up and said we were funny.
Hell yeah.
And you at the show the weekend, people came up and they were asking for you,
Oh man,
and you were nowhere to be found.
I feel so uncomfortable for that.
You need to get
For
comfortable
what?
with it.
No, it's your weekend, dude. You're the one headlining.
But the reason why I put you there is because you're here.
Yeah,
I
Hey,
people were
hey.
asking for you though. It means you should
They're
be on the
asking
go.
for you.
No,
They go, "Where's Corey?"
No.
I said he should be fucking right next to me.
That's
That's what I said.
I didn't want to
I
steal
yelled
your
at
thunder.
some poor woman.
No, I didn't want to steal your thunder. I wanted. It's your weekend.
There's
You're
no
probably afraid
funny.
you
I mean,
yelled
it
at
would have
that
helped
woman.
you to kind of push along the line so I could push more stickers, you know.
Sorry. Okay.
But the people were asking
That's
for
very
it.
nice. I
You
appreciate
gotta
it.
get good at that.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. I am not good at that. Full disclosure.
You gotta get good at that.
Oh, while we're talking about Italian stuff, do we want to get into the calzone thing?
We can.
Because, I mean, everything's flowing smooth. Let's
It's
talk about
flowing
calzones.
fucking smooth.
Just at the end of the episode last week, you were like, calzones!
We need to break down what a calzone is.
Yeah.
Now we have all agreed, and
I think we have a lot of comments about this, don't we?
I think we do. You can go to the comments section. I don't know what the fuck we have. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you what the fuck we have. We have all agreed that the definition of a sandwich or a food item like that basically falls into the vessel of meat. I mean, the vessel of bread of which it gets carried in.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Easy for you to say.
that was kind of tough, though.
Yeah, we all know.
They can't,
We all heard
they
it.
can't read
Sarcasm.
sarcasm. So it comes down to the vessel of carb to determine what a sandwich grinder, wrap, all that shit is. We did not discuss calzone, but I am ready to make an official, what do you call it, argument for a calzone.
Okay, go ahead. What's your declaration for a calzone?
It's not a sandwich.
Okay,
I
what is
agree.
it?
Not a sandwich because there's not two pieces of bread squishing it. It's not a grinder because it's not long. Right? A grinder is a
be.
long piece of bread
Okay,
with the bread sliced down the middle, meat such inside.
okay.
It's not a wrap because you're not wrapping anything around anything.
Fucking wrapped.
In
It's
what?
not a wrap though.
In what?
It's wrapped.
In what?
The meat is wrapped in the dough.
In the dough.
It's
a
not.
calzone is a pie.
Yeah, it is a pie. That's what I was gonna say.
It's a pie.
It's a pie.
No, fucking apple is a pie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in the same
It's
category.
wrapped with dough.
But a lot of pies, no.
It's
Pies
a
are
pie.
sweet.
No, they're not. They're
Yeah.
only sweet here.
Yeah.
And
Tell him, Frank.
savory pies are a huge thing. They're like historically, they're more probably. Just
There was a
as-
whole musical about it.
They're just as
What's the
prevalent.
musical?
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I've never even seen it.
And you're a fucking theater guy. You
I
don't
don't
know
do-
Sweeney
no
Todd? The
musicals.
Demon Bubble of Fleet Street. Come on.
No musicals. no.
Historically, the meat pies are just as prevalent as sweet pies.
Oh, so you think it's a pie?
I would classify it as a pie.
Yeah.
What's a panini?
It's a sandwich.
That's a sandwich that's squished.
What the fuck?
It's a panini's just a regular sandwich.
You just
put
squish
in
it and
in
eat it.
in
What's a
squish thing.
pizza? Pizza's a pie?
It's an open-faced pie. Yeah. Pizza pie.
It's not a
Yeah.
sandwich just because there's some dough related something, you know?
Yeah, it is.
You think a pizza is a type of sandwich?
All right,
No.
so you have a pecan pie.
Mhm.
Is there anything on top of a pecan pie?
No,
Does
no.
pecan pie have a crust?
No,
Like a pizza?
It has a crust.
no.
Yes.
Yeah, at the bottom, yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like a pizza.
Yeah, but a pizza's not a pie.
Yes.
But a calzone
There's
is
a
not
fucking
a pie.
when the moon hits your eye like a big pizza
Well, that's the
pie.
thing. So
That's amore.
I can see an argument made though that in that context, the pizza pie, the word pie doesn't mean the same thing as like when somebody says apple pie.
Right,
It's like a different usage of the term, possibly. I don't know if that's the case.
right, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
like this calzone definition.
You don't have to
But
like
I
it,
would
but
say a
it's the
calzone
truth.
is a pie.
It's a pie.
It's a pie that's just not
It's a pie.
in a pie tin. basically.
Calzone's a sandwich.
No, because it's not
No.
two pieces of bread.
Is an empanada a sandwich? Or
Pie.
Or a ravioli?
A ravioli is definitely not a sandwich. It's not even bread.
Yeah, what the fuck? How's that's a finger sandwich.
No, I mean a
That's a-
ravioli is
that's
flour.
a finger
It's
pie.
flour and
Oh,
water
now we're
and
gonna get
stuff
into
and-
flour.
No, we're not
when it's
getting into
made.
ravioli.
Get
No,
the
I'm
fuck outta
saying-
here, Frank.
No, I'm saying a ravioli is dough that
Yep.
you put stuff in and you seal it up and you happen to boil it, right? Empanada is you fry it.
Yeah.
You know, like they're comparable in that way. Every culture has some kind of meat in a pocket. You know, British people have meat pies and shit like
Said
that.
meat
You know,
in a pocket.
meat in a sealed up thing that's cooked afterwards. You know,
Okay.
calzone's definitely pie-ish.
I'm not with calzones being pie. That's just me. Right? I'm gonna stand firm on a calzone is a sandwich. Calzone's a sandwich. Yeah.
It's not though. It's a pie.
You think it's a pie.
It's
I
not.
think a
It's
sandwich.
not. I think it is. It is a pie.
Oh, you're declaring it a pie.
If you take if you take a calzone,
Mm.
all right, you're classifying it as a sandwich.
Yes.
So you're gonna take a calzone, make it, and then just eat it? No, you gotta bake it like
Yeah.
a fucking pie. It's gotta heat up like a pie.
You're taking raw dough.
You're
putting
taking
stuff
raw
on it,
dough,
cooking
wrapping it.
Yeah.
Sandwiches, you have slices of bread that you make a sandwich with.
Yeah.
See, all right, but my problem is I don't view pie as, well, I guess chicken pot pie.
Ah!
Yeah.
And you figure calzone is pizza dough basically. It's not like bread dough.
Yeah, but you don't call pizza a pie.
You do. You
You do.
literally do.
It's literally pizza pie.
And nobody calls it pizza pie.
And
You ever say
can
to somebody, you want a pizza pie with me?
No, but I've heard Italian chefs refer to it as a pie.
fucking
Right.
Dean Martin sang it.
Right, yes. He's saying it. That gives it all the credibility in the world.
But why? But if you can't, we already said a sandwich is two pieces of bread smushing a thing. If anything, I could see you arguing a calzone is more of a wrap.
Wrap. I was gonna say maybe not a sandwich, but I could go with wrap.
But
I'm happy
even
with
still,
wrap.
at that point, it's raw dough.
Yeah,
it
it's
has
not a
to
wrap
be
either.
baked. It's not complete until it is baked. And once it's baked, it becomes a completely different thing.
Yeah, it's a pie.
It's a pie.
A wrap is only a wrap because you have an item called a wrap that you wrap food in, and the wrap is a cooked, prepared item.
And it's
That is a
also
flour tortilla.
fucking 8 bars of hot fire. That's another wrap.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm not agreeing. How's that?
But do you have a counter argument?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call a calzone a wrap. It's not a pie. I can't support calling it a
Listeners,
pie.
we need you. What is a calzone?
Yes.
Who's right? And tell Corey why he's fucking wrong.
Yeah.
All right. While we're talking about listeners, can we?
Why don't we what if we call up an Italian place and ask them?
Because it
I
all
love
depends
that
on
idea.
on the individual
Find an
person.
Call
Italian
Toasty
place.
and Teas or whatever the hell you said a minute ago.
Toasty and they're closed.
No, they're closed.
Just Google authentic Italian restaurants. Just Google authentic, because that's the only way you're gonna get it. Is it?
No, because if you call an Italian
Every
restaurant
place
and you
is
say,
that.
"What do you call the red stuff you put on pasta?"
They're gonna say gravy.
I don't think they would say gravy.
Well, they're gonna say sauce.
I
It
think they'd
all
say red
depends
sauce.
on. So calling one authentic person it's an age-old debate. Is it gravy or is it sauce?
Well, it's sauce everywhere else. We call
Well-
it gravy around here.
Well, yeah, sometimes gravy refers to a type of sauce, not just any tomato sauce.
Right. But sauce is tomato sauce. Is that what you're saying, Frank?
Aren't you glad
Yeah,
you
like,
got fucking Frank the
If
food
you make
over
like
here?
a tomato sauce, right, for dinner, right?
Yeah.
that may not be considered a gravy. Some people might call it gravy as like a default term for that.
Yeah, okay.
But a gravy often refers to like something it's a different preparation of a tomato sauce that takes like usually a lot longer all day long. There's usually like meat put
Are
into
you
it.
telling me my sauce doesn't have meat and doesn't take me all day long to cook? What the fuck kind of guinea
No.
do you think I am?
No, but not all tomato sauces
Unauthentic.
are like that.
You don't even know the difference between a pie and a wrap.
But I call it sauce, but it cooks all day on Sunday, and it's got meat in it, or I put meatballs in it. Like,
Why don't you Google the definition of a pie?
sure, I will Google the
Yeah.
And then we'll go by fucking Google.
Oh no,
Okay.
what you're describing sounds like what could be called a gravy. I'm just saying not all tomato sauces would be considered gravy, I don't think. Though some people might use the term like generically, you know?
Jeez.
Mhm.
Here we go.
And tell us what you get, Corey. What is the
I get a
definition
bunch
of a
of-
pie?
All right, according to Wikipedia.
Uh-huh.
Yep, here we go. A pie is a baked dish. It's a dish. Calzone's not a dish.
What?
Calzone is not a dish.
What do you think dish means in that sentence?
I mean a dish. A dish that you put it in.
No, it means a dish is a term for a thing that you cook and put on a
A pie is a baked dish which is
Yeah.
usually made of pastry dough casing that contains
So
a
is
filling.
the dish
Yeah, like a calzone.
is the
you
dish
know?
made of pastry dough?
You just described
No.
a calzone.
No,
No.
dish there refers to the concept of something that is cooked.
He just described a calzone.
It's not referring to the
Read
vessel.
the second part.
Oh,
again.
so this was to Frank's point, right? Savory pies may be filled with meat, as in a steak pie or a Jamaican patty.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, I never heard of savory pies.
Yeah, there's a place in I think Pawtucket that makes traditional British savory pies. They've been around for like
I've never
100
heard
years.
of savory pies.
Yeah, you gotta watch Great British Baking Show, bro.
But you've heard of chicken pot pie.
Yeah, but nobody's ever referred to it as a savory.
Yeah,
I didn't
I
know it
suppose.
fell under that category of
Yeah.
savory pie.
So you
Because
with
again,
us now?
If you, no, I'm still not calling a calzone a pie, just out of the principle. But again, if you said savory, I would automatically think sweet.
By the word savory would
Yeah.
make you think of sweet.
Yeah,
Oh, because you're unfamiliar with the term savory?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, that makes
Like,
sense.
and don't they always say sweet and savory? Aren't they always paired together?
Yeah, it's like gooey and cheese.
Yeah,
Right. So this doesn't savory sort of describe sweet?
but you wouldn't say a chocolate cake is sweet and savory.
No. What would you say is sweet and savory?
I don't know. Some dish, maybe like
I'm not making it up.
Pecan
Am I
pie
right?
is
Have
sweet
you heard
and
of that
savory.
before?
I
Because
have,
that's a thick fucking pie.
I
What
have
is
it.
pecan?
Okay.
Pecan? Pecan
but
pecan?
it's not savory.
Pecan.
Like sweet and savory typically is used if that it's a phrase put together to describe one dish. It's some kind of dish, usually like something like say Thai food, where there's like sweet elements and salty elements and spicy elements.
Okay.
So then there's literally sweet and savory flavors all mushed together.
Gotcha.
But you're not going to be like, oh, this chocolate cake is so savory and sweet. you know?
I wouldn't use the word savory, so I think that's where my problem is coming in. This is why I want to do food trucks, so I can hear Frank explain all this shit to me.
We'll go find all the Italian food trucks and ask them what they think a calzone
Yeah.
is.
All right, so now we'll get into comments
Sure.
because people are gonna tell us if they think a calzone is a pie
Yeah, we gotta keep up with the comments.
or a wrap. Yes, comments. Here we go. Lots going on this week. Can we get an update on Lord FAG's love life?
Ah, Lord Fag, that's you, Frank.
It's been a minute since his Downs Barbie date. Austin.
Oh boy.
Austin wants to know, what is the update on the love life, Frank?
And it has been a while, Frank. It has been a while.
Okay.
Okay, Frank, what's the update?
I haven't seen that girl again. I didn't
Okay.
see that one again.
Okay.
I haven't seen somebody else though.
Oh,
It's going very well.
oh, nice.
Is that
Okay.
who you were just texting when you were trying to fix the
Yeah.
fucking wire
Sorry.
situation?
So you're going out on a couple of
Did you
dates
just
with this?
apologize to the dancers?
Yeah, I did. I just looked at the doll. and
He
said,
just
"Sorry."
looked at the doll and apologized.
He's more sorry to her than to
No,
us.
Are you cheating on me, Frank?
We've been seeing each other for months. For a while. Yeah.
For a month.
Months.
No, for like 3.5
Months.
4
3.5 months, and this is the first time it's come up?
Since like right after
Wow.
the situation with that other girl. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You're shaking like you have a seizure, Frank.
I'm shaking my legs, sorry.
It's a lot of shaking. Now, is this girl heard your act?
No, not yet.
Do you have jokes about having sex with this lady?
No,
No.
no. I do not.
No.
You want some jokes
Do
about
you
that?
want-
No, I wouldn't.
Are you
No.
searching for material?
No, I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm fine.
You're assuming they've had sex.
Have you had sex with this individual?
I don't really want to get into all of these details right now at this moment.
Not yet? Okay.
Wow. Look at Frank blush.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
But it's going very well. She's very nice.
Good. She listened to the podcast?
She has.
Did she subscribe?
Is
I
she
don't
gonna
know.
listen
She
to
following?
this episode?
She probably subscribed. I don't.
Is
She
she
doesn't
gonna
listen like all the time.
Where have you taken her on dates?
That's
Yes,
a good one.
This is where have you
Yeah.
gone? Date one.
We went out to sushi the other night.
No, date one.
Date one. What was date one?
Date
What's
one.
date one with FAG like?
I remember.
It was also a sushi place actually.
Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
He liked sushi with this lady.
Which is she close to you? She lived close to you or what?
Yeah, she's like within like 30, 40 minutes.
Oh,
30,
okay.
40 minutes.
All right. So you guys went to sushi and that's it? You just went to sushi?
Well, we've hung out a bunch of times. Like we went out to sushi. We.
I want to hear
walks,
first
I don't know.
date Frank.
Yeah.
Went to
first date,
sushi?
Went to a
and then
sushi
what?
place.
That was it?
And then you dropped her off at home? You were like,
No, like
all
we
right,
hung
I'll
out
see you
for a
later.
while. I picked
No, you don't drop her off. You meet at the place now. 2025, Corey.
I don't fucking know. I haven't dated anybody in 30
I
years.
know. Look at how shady Corey is. He wants
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
So you met her there?
Yeah.
No, we hung out.
She
Like, we
touched
met
your
at
egg roll.
we
Frank?
met at a park and we like went for a walk, or whatever, and then we went and got sushi.
Okay.
And that's what we did. And then we went home. Like
Yeah,
she went home and I went home.
Okay. So you, okay.
All right. Now that you guys, so you went out a couple more times after that. I'm assuming to dinners. What type of restaurants have you been to?
We haven't been to a ton of restaurants, really. We went to 2 sushi places. A lot of our dates have been like just hanging out.
Okay.
Like,
Where do you
somewhere-
hang out? You
Meet
go
somewhere,
back to
go
your
for a walk,
apartment
go to
or-
wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, you've
Okay.
only walked with this lady. Have you? Where have you walked? Has there been any good walks? Did you go to the cliff walk? Have they
No,
been in the woods walks?
no, like at a there's a fucking state park or whatever near
All
where
right,
she
so
works.
it's a park walk.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
There's like
So-
near a beach and stuff.
All right, so you had sushi.
Very
you went
simple
on
stuff,
walks.
just hanging out, nothing crazy.
She make you do anything new that you've never done before?
No, she's very normal.
No, like eat at a restaurant you've never eaten at before. Have you?
Yeah, this
ta-
isn't
take-
sexual.
No,
Frank.
I'm
no,
like,
no, I mean it's been
like,
pretty,
oh yeah, she introduced me to blah blah blah.
we're
blah.
taking it slow. It's been fine. Like we've been out.
I didn't ask
We
you if
hung
you
out at
finger
lunch,
banged
we've
her
been
friend.
out-
I was gonna ask.
Jesus Christ! Fucking.
I was seriously waiting to set it up. I was
Slow
waiting. I was gonna.
motherfucker.
No, it wasn't slow. It was just a different joke.
It's me.
I was gonna wait and ask him a couple other standard things, and then hit him with the "Do you finger her, Frank?" Because see when you get say it like that, it's fun. But I'm not
The funny
asking.
thing is, I knew that
I'm
all
not
of this was
asking-
coming, so I've been trying to
Have you
answer
been
questions
coming,
in a
though,
way
Frank?
that
Have you
directed
been
things
coming?
elsewhere.
That's what we want to know.
I'm not gonna get into that stuff,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's been going very well. She's very nice. I like her a lot.
Frank, if you answered fucking questions with some
That's you don't. Yeah, you don't
essence,
answer.
I wouldn't get to finger banging. Like I would be into the conversation, but you're giving me fucking nothing. So I'm like, all right, I guess we're going dirty.
We mostly just like hung out, like instead of like going out because she has a kid, so like we'll just like we hung out.
Oh, have
How
you
old?
met the
How old is
child?
the child?
I met him. Yeah, he's little. He's turning 2.
Oh, okay.
Turning 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
God.
All right, comments. Here we go. We're not
That
done.
was exhausting.
Thanks, Austin, for bringing us down that
Oh
path.
yeah, Austin.
All right.
Fucking
Paul
look.
C says big props to Brian for throwing his dog shit out in front of someone else. Only using someone else's trash can when no one is looking is the same behavior of people that don't return the shopping carts when no one is around. I think
That's
he's
true.
calling me out on that. John says,
Hold on, wait. I have something to touch up on that. I would like a follow up
Okay.
to the shit.
All right, then let me read this one because this is
Situation.
another shit one.
All right, I'll go find my
You
notes.
find yours. Better to toss the shit in someone's trash than just leave it like a lot of people do.
Well, yeah, that's true, but it's not relevant.
It.
Okay.
I mean, it's a lesser of 2 evils. I
Yeah,
guess.
sure. Yes. But go ahead. What you got for shit?
I was watching people walk past my house the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the things I do past the time. Just watch the people walk past. Some of them have funny limps. Some of them jog.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, this lady's walking past the house, she takes the last drag of her cigarette, flicks it in the middle of the road. And I said to myself, I would much rather have her throw that in my trash can
Yep. Then litter the street.
litter the street.
I wouldn't.
You'd rather have her litter the street?
Because I would think if she throws it in the trash can, it could start a fire.
No, I'm talking about she puts it out and then puts it in the trash. I would rather have her put out the cigarette
Yes.
on the side of my trash.
Yep.
Because I thought about how deep this goes. Because you declared, Frank, that I would be upset if somebody threw their trash in my trash can.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, I went through a situation where I was a little traumatized, and I wish she would have used my trash can.
But
Right.
But I bet had you not seen her flick it on the road, right? And instead you just watched her walk by, put it out on the side of your can, and then throw it in, you would have been like, that fucking bitch. What
Yeah,
is she
oh
doing?
yeah. I'm with Frank on this.
Yeah.
If you were given the two scenarios, you would say I'd rather her throw it in, but if you just saw her throwing it in your trash can, I think
Especially putting it out on the can.
And you
that would
guys
just-
are 100% wrong.
Okay.
And I will explain
You would
this.
have been fine with somebody
I
damaging
was
your trash can.
I was ready for this. I was ready for this. I knew this is what you guys would say. If I didn't see her do it and she just did it to the side of the trash can and threw it in the trash can, I would have said, man, I can't believe she just fucking did that. We were just talking about this on the podcast.
That is not what you would have said.
That's
You would have said,
exactly
this
what I would-
bitch that's
Yeah.
doing it.
Oh no, I totally would have said that too.
This
This fucking bitch fucking snuffed her butt on the side of the trash.
Left the burn
She
mark
was
on the
sitting
side of
there.
the thing.
Left the burn mark on the side.
That's what you would have said.
That's exactly what I would have said.
Yeah.
But then I would have been like, but at least do it like, I can't throw shit in another person's trash can. And then if that was done to me, bitch about it.
Okay.
It's one of those things. If you can dish it, you can take it. And so now I'm willing to say I can take it. If people are walking past my house and throw away their trash in my trash can, a handful, not a lot, don't get fucking ideas.
Don't clean your car out.
I'd be fine with it.
Alright, so if you live near Brian, go by his house, throw your shit in his trash. Not if they're pulled back in the yard, but if they're on the road, throw all your garbage in his trash can.
Would you have felt the same way before we had this conversation? Or is it because we had this conversation that now you're like, all right, if I dish it out, I have to take it?
I think due to my growth,
Yes.
I would have felt differently, but I would have handled it not as intense as you guys thought I would.
Okay. All right.
Definitely would have been this bitch throwing shit away.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, hey, those that live in glass houses shouldn't cast the first stones.
Right. All right. This is, I don't know this person either. Harold Kurt? Great episode, though I do have to say, how do you say that?
That's Harold.
Hal Kurt.
I don't know.
Whatever you
Harold
just
Kurt.
said.
Harold Kurt. HARELKERT.
Yeah, it's just it wasn't so much the word; it's just the way you said
Just
it.
the way you
sounded
said
funny,
it. Yeah.
All right, great episode, though I do have to say that as a horizontally challenged individual, I do not care for how Corey had to transition from hating on old people and decide to declare war on my rotund brethren.
What does a horizontally challenge mean?
A
Like
lot
fat?
bigger person.
Oh, all right.
And Frank said it, not me. I realize he redacted the comment moments later, stating he didn't mean fat as in obese, but the shots have been fired and the bell cannot be unrung.
Well,
Poor Corey.
Listen,
I will say, I have been friends with Corey for over 20 years. I could probably count on my hand the amount of fat jokes you've thrown my way.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's like, that's not your go-to.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, it's not your go-to.
No, I don't really.
So I believe when you say fat fucks,
Yes.
it's out of this vision in your head of a person that might not necessarily be fat, but the mascot for that person, that type of people, are definitely fat.
Yeah, to me, fat is like it helps define lazy. You can't, lazy doesn't roll off. There's no emphasis. Like the word fat, you could throw it at somebody and be mean. Like if I called you lazy, there's no
Yeah, it's like, oh, my lazy fuck you.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
yeah,
There's
it's
no,
kinda
nobody gets
fat
hurt.
and lazy.
But if you're like, hey, fatty, you fat fucking
Yeah,
fatty,
fat,
like
fat,
that hurts
Deliver.
feelings.
Yeah, deliver it
Yeah.
different. There's no
Yeah.
hard way to say lazy.
Yeah.
That's all. So,
Yeah.
and then lastly, Cody says, Corey is a snitch. I don't get that one.
Maybe it's just they're just judging your character somehow. They're just like, I feel like that's the kind of guy you.
That's very
Oh,
funny.
maybe because you yell at people who break rules.
Oh, that's probably what it was. Okay.
Oh no, I mean I'm a snitch too then. I'll snitch. Oh, I don't give a fuck. I'll snitch a bitch. Fuck, I'll snitch a bitch.
I would only snitch if it affects me somehow.
Directly.
Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
snitch a bitch if I
Otherwise, I
feel the
don't-
need to snitch a bitch.
You know why I snitch? For those who can.
Yeah,
Like
I
the
snitch.
deaf and the mute.
No.
Yeah.
For the people who are too quiet and timid to say something, or who don't like confrontation,
Yeah.
but are feeling the same way I'm feeling, I don't fucking care about confrontation. So I'll say something. I don't give a fuck.
So last week when I was driving home, I stopped at a Market Basket, right?
Oh, okay.
And you had mentioned that you get pissed off when people leave their carriages in the
Yes.
parking lot.
Yes.
So as I was like driving through the parking lot, I turned like into the parking lot. A guy, as like my lights came around, he had wheeled it into the middle of the parking lot where cars drive and started to walk away, like leaving it there on purpose.
What'd you do?
And well, what happened was as my lights went on, right as he started to walk away, my lights hit him.
Yep.
And then he looked at me, looked at the carriage, and then walked back and brought the carriage back.
Nice job, Frank.
Good job,
Yeah.
Frank.
Yep.
Nice
People
job.
warrior.
Lit him right the fuck up.
That's gonna turn on your new lady friend there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frank's
Oh, yeah,
taking the bull
baby.
by the horns
Yeah,
over
hell
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Enforcing shit.
Yeah.
Frank's on his own.
What do you got? You got written down stuff? You got fan stuff or no?
I have, well, I would like to do what we talked about last week, where we each picked people that the other people would have a legitimate shot of landing. Last week, you said you could land Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yes.
That was on-
Believe that.
That was on our Patreon.
Yes.
Corey declared I could land Jennifer Love Hewitt's on
Yes.
the Patreon, and we all said no. Corey called his wife to ask her if he thought he could land Jennifer Love Hewitt. And if you want to hear what Corey's wife had to say about that, go to thebriansworld.com, subscribe to the Patreon, and then also you can listen to next week's Patreon, where we will reveal the people that we picked for each other that we have a shot with.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll.
That's my wife when we got married.
Oh, she looks like Jennifer Love Hewitt. I can see why the real one would want you now.
Yeah. Exactly. Just telling you, I got a shot.
Look, I mean, she's a very
Unbelievable.
pretty lady, but I don't know if she looks like Jennifer Love Hewitt. Not that she's not as pretty as
Now,
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
I'm
but-
just saying, right now I could get Jennifer Love Hewitt, but let's get into this because I got some good ones.
Okay. All right. Let's wrap this episode and then go into the Patreon. All right? And then this is where we will get into it. I put time and I put effort into this, and I want to give this bit the due diligence it deserves.
All right.
So thank you all for listening. Please go to thebriansworld.com if you want to hear who I picked, Frank and Corey, the thing. Anyway, thebriansworld.com. Love you guys. June 12th, Comics Mohegan Sun. Thank you all for listening. I love you, Corey.
Yes,
What do you have for the people?
I will be with Brian at Mohegan Sun on June 12th.
That's right, another twofer.
I'm featuring that show, and I will come out. I will
And
be
Corey
out
will
amongst the people.
We used to make Frank do a meet and greet.
Yeah.
Like make him sit there with props.
Yeah.
And have people take their people that had no clue what the podcast was, they just go take their picture with Frank.
People did it. It was funny.
And
So-
we'll do the same to you.
No, I will be next to you.
All right, all right. Frank, do you have anything for the
I do
people?
not today.
And that's why we make them do a meet and greet. All right, thank you for listening, everybody. We'll see the rest of you over on Patreon. We also have shit talking to do over there. All right, we'll talk to you. Bye-bye.
All right, let me pee really quick.
All right, go pee really quick.
Stop your ears now, so we know what's what. Yeah, you only have 7 minutes left on there.
Yeah.